The concept of vampires, blood-sucking creatures that prey on humans, has been around for centuries and has evolved over time through various cultures and folklore. Here is a brief history of vampires. Ancient folklore. The earliest accounts of creatures that resemble vampires date back to ancient cultures such as the Sumerians, Babylonians, and Assyrians. These creatures were often depicted as demons or evil spirits that would feed on human blood or life force. European folklore. The modern image of the vampire as we know it today emerged in Eastern Europe during the 18th century. Legends of vampires were especially popular in Romania, where the term vampire was coined. According to these legends, vampires were undead beings that rose from their graves at night to prey on the living. They were said to have superhuman strength and the ability to transform into bats or wolves. Literature and popular culture. The 19th century saw a rise in vampire literature, starting with John Polidori's 1819 novel, The Vampire. Bram Stoker's 1897 novel, Dracula, is perhaps the most famous vampire story and helped establish many of the modern vampire tropes, such as their aversion to sunlight and ability to shapeshift. The popularity of vampire stories continued throughout the 20th century and into the 21st century, with movies, TV shows, and books like Anne Rice's Interview with the Vampire and Stephenie Meyer's Twilight series. Real-life vampire subculture. In recent decades, a subculture of people who identify as vampires has emerged. These individuals typically do not believe in the supernatural aspects of vampirism, but instead engage in practices such as drinking blood, often from willing donors, wearing fangs or other vampire-inspired clothing, and adopting vampire personas. Overall, the concept of vampires has evolved over time, from ancient folklore to modern-day subcultures. While the fictional vampire remains a popular subject in popular culture, real-life vampire communities also exist today.